never, you don't look like somebody who understand relationships. You have ever been in a relationship?
Yes, I've been in relationships. So I understand.
How far you take it?
I have been in relationships, so I understand.
How far you take it, Goody?
What do you mean by how far?
How far? Because you sit down there looking all fabulous and I tell me, say, we must get out. You don't have no baggage, you don't have no children, you don't have no nothing. So you can just go and you're in a good job. My source is my man, so tell me how we deal with that.
I can feel your heart racing, 'cause everybody knows, yeah, everybody knows. And I can feel your body shaking of every single touch. And that's just how it goes. That's just how it goes.
Hi guys, welcome back to Empress Saucy. Of course, it's your girl Empress Saucy, and we're back with another lit video for the channel. So, in this video, I'm gonna put on my glasses. In this video, we're gonna be answering some spicy questions as it relates to relationship. I know I look a bit poised and proper, and you're not maybe used to seeing me like in this setting specifically on this channel, but trust and believe it's gonna be amazing. So we're gonna go right ahead. My mother, of course, that was on my channel before, as well as one of my friends, Nastasia. They're gonna throw relationship questions at me. It's gonna be lit, different type of relationship questions. So from it relates to Christian relationship, abusive relationship, any type of relationship you can think of before the relationship. We're gonna go in depth in this video, so stay tuned.
How do you know that you are in an abusive relationship?
Okay, how do you know if you're in an abusive relationship? It's obvious if you get boxed and kicked and dumped in the I'm just joking. Okay, so abuse can be in different ways. It can be in a relationship where you're being verbally abused, like him tell you different things, like negative things. Or it can be physical abuse where you're getting boxed and kicked and thumped and throw off a balcony and TV in your head. Them type of relationship there, that is how you know if you are being abused. So verbal abuse and physical abuse, it comes in different form, but it's the same thing. And in the verbal abuse, it hurts your emotional man inside. So when things are said to you, it makes you feel, hurt, and it belittles you. That's how you know that you're in a verbally abusive relationship. And the physical abuse is without saying. The person physically harms you in any way. If that is happening, then that is abuse.
So when you want to say good day, you want to say something wrong with my relationship?
What do you mean by that? If you're in a relationship, goodie, and you're getting verbally abused, you try to be upset, then of course something is wrong with the relationship. If you're being verbally abused and if you're being physically abused, people come talk the things there. Something is wrong with your relationship. I know that maybe it's a culture in some societies and maybe some type of community that if he beats you, he loves you. It's a lie from the pit of hell. Something is wrong with your relationship and you need to get out.
Me and Jana talk for how much years now, and him give me everything what me like and me want. And now when I get him pinch me up and him do all kind of stuff, so yeah, tell me say that's wrong.
Wait, so you're in a relationship,
Yeah.
right? And he gives you everything that you want, material,
Yeah.
right? And he's pinching you up and do what?
Him lick me sometime.
Lick you like what? Box you?
Him slap me.
Him slap you?
Yeah.
That is an abusive relationship and you need to get out. Get out. I think that's a scary movie. You need to get out. Anybody will put them on fire, whether it be woman, man, pick the child, and it's a relationship, it's not good for your health. So no matter how much things he might give you, when he sends you to the grave, eventually you cannot take anything that he gives to you. So ladies, men, even if it happens to my males, get out. Next question.
Then you tell me someone must get out. What am I going to do with my son and my daughter?
Alright.
Shay and Tam Tam were the best thing every month because you give me good money. And yes, him have somebody else, but him say me I'm number one. So how me deal with that?
Alright, so my advice would be, guys, the questions are just throwing at me, so I'm gonna give you some advice off of the top of my head and based on how I would handle the situation. So let me just consult the Bible, consult the scriptures.
I tell them they can't read that.
Let me consult the scriptures. Don't tell me what they can read. Let me consult the scriptures. Consulting the scriptures. Alright. Sister, the Bible says that the Lord calls fool, but it does not keep them.
Where?
I advise you, sister, that if it's a relationship where you are being abused and he's taking care of the children, you wouldn't cut him off from the kids because it's his kids as well. But you need to get out of the relationship because it's gonna harm you. Not only physically, he's hurting you emotionally, and especially if it's a case where he's abusing you in front of the kids, it is affecting them emotionally. It's gonna affect their relationships in the future that they may have with different persons. So you need to figure a way out. I'm not gonna say to you just pack up and leave immediately. Come up with a plan on how you're gonna secure yourself first before you leave. You're not gonna cut him off from the kids. But the relationship between you and Jeff, you said his name was Jeff?
Yeah.
Yes, his name is Jeff. And are you happy in that relationship?
Yeah, I'm happy sometimes only when we get a lick that I don't feel, you know, but I'm happy because no girl can break for me because me have everything.
Alright, so I think you should not look at the relationship from you getting something and other person seeing you and envying you, but you should value yourself, respect yourself more than what you get. Because that self-value would urge you to understand that is not right for your health, emotionally and physically, and that you need to get out.
What are some characteristics of a good relationship?
Thank you for asking that question. What are the characteristics of a good relationship? A good relationship is when you can communicate with the person, when you not only connect with the person on different level, but you can connect with them mentally. So you can have a conversation, and the conversation is wholesome, it's beneficial, you are just mentally connecting, that is one. So good communication. If the person is feeling upset, if they're feeling hurt or sad, they can communicate that with you easily and you guys can come to a solution. So that is communication. I think another good but a good quality like in a relationship would be if you know the person is providing for you. I think that is a good I think that is a good thing. When you can give the person can also give to you. I think that's really good as well as expressing your love, because everybody have different love languages. Some persons it's not really gift, it's just being there for you. I think another good quality is dedicating their time and effort, supporting you. So if you're in a pageant, if you're doing something at church, or if you're doing something outside a church, they support you, they show up, they're there, they're on time, they dedicate their time and effort. A good quality is also them complimenting you, telling you that you look good, you know, boosting your self-confidence, also telling you the truth as well, because some people think it's only like if you don't look good, then the person is supposed to tell you. It's two ways. The person is supposed to can tell you the truth when you're wrong, when you're right, all of those things. So those are just a few qualities, but I believe that those are good qualities. Trust as well. Trust and loyalty is very important. If you don't trust the person, then it doesn't make any sense you're in a relationship. You have to be able to trust the person. Trust is hard to gain and easy to be broken. So having trust, maintaining good trust in a relationship, loyalty, don't have to speak to that. Those are good qualities in a relationship. And obviously the lady here that was getting the backs and the thumb may not have all those qualities, but if your relationship has good qualities like those, then you will triumph. Good job.
Goody, you tell me, say, we must get out. Where am I going go? You're going to take me up with the two kids then, because you tell me, say, we must get out.
Yes, I said you need to come up with a plan. There are lots of women's shelters that are in Jamaica. We may not know them. I'm going to put them on the screen. We may not know them, but you do have women's shelters that you can go if you want to get out of abusive relationship.
How you want to live in a shelter?
Also, if you have friends, do you have friends or families, somebody that would be close to you that could, you know, accommodate you? Even if that's not the case, come up with a plan. I'm not saying you need to pick up tomorrow because that is not realistic. come up with a plan to secure yourself first, and then see what you can do to get out of that relationship. That's what I would say.
What are some lessons you learned from past? What are some lessons you learned from past relationships?
Okay, what are some lessons that I've learned from past relationships? I've not been in a lot of relationships, but for the maybe two, I would say, let me think about that question. I think I haven't thought about that question. What have I learned? I've learned not to give anybody 100%. That's what I've learned. And that's not something bad. You see, some people, when they give them 100% in a relationship, they're mad. Like if the person, if it doesn't work out, or they find out that the person is cheating or whatever, they go crazy, they go loco. I've learned that you don't need to give your 100% in any relationship. You just need, especially if it's a dating relationship or a boyfriend or girlfriend relationship, you always keep maybe like a good 30% for yourself so that you don't get lost in the relationship. That is my advice. That is one of the biggest things I've learned from my relationships. Don't put out everything inside of you have to give the person. You need to always secure your personality, secure yourself, secure your liking. Some people, they're in a relationship, they don't even know, remember their favorite color, because their favorite color become the person's favorite color, or they just, their personality is so dominant that it dominates your personality. Always be yourself, always be true to yourself, your likes, your dislikes. Never settle. That's what I've learned. Never settle. If you love something and you have your standards, maintain those standards. Don't settle for the person, because when you settle for their standards, it's problematic because you're not happy. So that's those would be like some of the things that I've learned from past relationships.
But you don't look like somebody who understand relationships. You have ever been in a relationship?
Yes, I've been in relationships. So I understand.
How far you take it?
I have been in relationships, so I understand.
How far you take it, Goody?
What do you mean by how far?
How far? Because you sit down there looking all fabulous and I tell me, say, we must get out. You don't have no baggage, you don't have no children, you don't have no nothing. So you can just go and you're in a good job. My source is my man, so tell me how me deal with that.
Let me advise you. I think that independence is very important. Jamaica has been independent for how many years now? How many years now?
You tell me.
I think it's 55 years.
More than 55.
It's more than 55?
You see it? You all are
It's
miss.
weird. Can you cut out your part out of the video? Jamaica.
Wait there.
Jamaica has been independent for how many years?
1962.
Yes, we were emancipated first and then we were independent, declared independent, right?
58 years.
So we have been independent for 58 years, if I'm correct. You need to develop a sense of independence. You need to stop relying on this man to say, this man is my source of income. I need to get this. If I'm not there, then I'm not gonna get anything. If I leave him, what am I going to do? Develop a sense of independence, get a job, try to source something, even if not a job. Try to even start your own business. You said that him always give you money. What do you do with the money?
I buy here. I'm gonna do it with send them something there.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy furniture.
Okay. Did you invest in the money in saying you're gonna open like a little cook shop? You're gonna start selling a little bit of wigs or a little bit of eyelash so that you can be independent, so that you can source yourself or buy. You don't have to go to the man every minute to say you can buy me one dress, or you can buy me one short, or you can give them 5,000 last time, buy one 10 grand, I'm gonna buy one ear, we can get 20 grand for buy one ear. No! You need to develop a sense of independence, and my answer to your question would be that you need to be independent. Take whatever the person is giving you. Some persons, when they're in a relationship, they will have it, and then when the person leaves, they don't have it because they never invest and they never save anything. So it's important to be independent. Be independent so that you can save money for yourself. So if this relationship doesn't work out, not because you left but he left, you would have something to look forward to. You have some money saved for your kids, your school, their schooling, their books and so on, and for yourself. So as I said, start to save and develop a plan to get out. That would be my answer to you.
What would you define as cheating?
Cheating? I would define cheating as, for me, persons may say that I am petty, but I think cheating is just damaging the trust in the relationship. Anything that goes against the trust in the relationship, to me, would be, as it relates to involving yourself with another person, emotionally would be considered cheating for me. So whether it be texting or flirting with a person, that is considered cheating for me. So anything where your emotions are involved that harms the trust in the relationship or push against the trust in the relationship, that is cheating for me. So all of you people texting other people, you need to stop. Relationship advice 101. For the trust to remain in your relationship, texting, flirting, meeting up with another person that you know that you are emotionally attached to, or you like them in a different type of way out of friendship, that is considered cheating, and it should not be condoned in the relationship. Yes, that is my answer.
Would you rather to be proposed to in private or in front of family and
public? I want everybody to know. Everyone I want to be proposed to in public. Everybody I want to know and to see.
do you think a couple's finances should be together or separate?
So, this is a very important question. And I don't want my commenters and my subscribers to be telling me or to be saying, you know, what my answer would be. Well, what do you guys think my answer is? Alright. I've talked about independence. I honestly believe, let me fix my glasses. I honestly believe that a couple should have a joint account as well as separate accounts. So the joint account, you guys maybe put a set amount in there for a month, or I don't know what your face and just put money in there, and that would be your money together. As well as have your own money, your separate accounts, because people have different money in different banks and different areas. So if the joint account fail, I have my money and you have your money. There's nothing wrong with that. But joint account if you're a couple, as well as having your own money. That's my answer to that question. Any other questions?
Would you compromise your happiness for the success of a relationship?
Would I compromise my happiness for the success of a relationship? My happiness? No, darling. If the two of we happy, the two of we are going to be happy together. But most can come up with a solution to the problem where my happiness is not compromised as well as your happiness is not compromised. But in the end, if you mean, you have to give an example because it depends. If it's a case where the two of you have a batter in a life before we make it, then yeah, would have kind of batter it out. But at the end of the day, I don't think it's compromising your happiness overall. You would have just be uncomfortable for a while, but the person will still make me happy. So as long as that person is still making me happy, they're still making me laugh, we are still in love, then I'm okay in batter out in the relationship for the success of the relationship. But if it's not that, and it's just something dramatic that's going to come against my belief or my happiness, then no. Period. No. That's my answer to that question. Any other questions or concerns before we wrap it up?
We have one more question.
Who said that?
We have one more question for you.
Yes, come closer for me, please, ma'am.
So when you're getting married,
this is a very, very, you can't go on, mommy, you can't go on, we can't cut out it. Mommy, we are crap. Mommy, you don't know what question? No.
I can feel your heart racing, 'cause everybody knows, yeah, everybody knows. And I can feel your body shaking every single touch. That's just how it goes. That's just how it goes. Oh,